Hello and welcome to our mini class this week on the topic of trusting the process of life. So each day this week there's a post for you on our community Facebook page offering ideas and food for thought around this topic. So if you'd like, please stop by there maybe a few minutes each day to check out each post and enjoy. Okay, trusting the process of life. So this week we're focusing on first remembering that this journey we're all on, this thing called life, is a process. So to remember that anything in process is not yet completed. So if it's not yet completed, we don't know yet how it all turns out because we don't have the full picture yet, which I think is so beautiful to think about because when we do, we quickly realize that no matter where we are in life right now, we're still full of so much potential. We don't yet know all the amazing things we're still going to do or that are still going to happen later today, next month, next year, a decade from now. The second thing is making a choice to trust the process of our lives, which means deciding to have faith, choosing to believe that our journey is unfolding exactly as it's meant to and for our eventual highest good, even if we're currently in a period in our lives where it doesn't look or feel that way. So trusting the process of life is about choosing to trust in the timing of things, knowing everything's happening as it's meant to and bringing us to where we need to be or to what's next for us. Now, when we're able to live this, we invite into our lives a deep sense of peace. It's like a calm knowing that all's consistently well, no matter what's happening right now. Because we trust whatever's happening, it's taking us to where we need to go next or to something better down the road. And at that later time, when things once again shift, in hindsight, we'll understand what everything was for or about, why it needed to happen that way at that time. Also, when we choose to trust the process of life, we're in the flow because we're accepting of the now as it is, not as we think it should be. So for these peace-producing reasons, this topic's a good one to work on living. So that's what we're going to do right now if you'd like to participate in this week's 5-day exercise. Now, as always, before we begin, please remember if you don't feel ready for an exercise here, pass on it until you do, knowing you can always jot down the steps outlined in this video and do them later. So self-love always, exercises here should feel fun and exciting as we only do exercises here to positively expand our lives and assist us in feeling better, not worse. So maybe you're in a place right now where this particular exercise isn't feeling helpful, totally okay. We're all constantly in different places in life, so be smart, do what feels best and right for you. Okay, step 1 to do each day, starting today for these next 5 days, open your journal and jot down the following header, which is trust the process of life, day number 1. And this, of course, changes daily for these next 5 days as you progress through this exercise, with then writing trust the process of life, day number 2, then trust the process of life, day number 3, and so on at the top of a new page each day. Okay, so that's step 1 to do each day for this 5-day assignment. Now, once you've gotten that written out, proceed to step 2, also to do each day, and that's writing down one of the following 3 statements and then answering it. So all 3 are daily options for you. So each day, pick whichever option you wish to answer that day, and then obviously write your answer to the statement as well. So the daily 3 options for you are option A, one thing I think should have already happened. So examples of answers to this option could be, I think I should have already found a job by now, or I think I should already have X amount of dollars in savings, or I think I should already have tackled everything on my to-do list. It's something that hasn't happened yet, and you feel like it should have by now. Option B, one thing I think happened too soon. I wasn't ready. So examples of answers to this could be being offered a great job, but I wasn't ready to go back to work yet, so I said no, total bummer. Being invited to go away on my dream vacation, still I said no because I couldn't get the days off to go. or meeting a totally wonderful guy but feeling not ready to start dating yet again. So anything like an opportunity you thought was amazing, yet the timing wasn't right. Option C, one thing in my life recently that didn't go as I hoped for or planned. So examples here could be I didn't close the sale I was expecting to close all month, or I didn't make it home from work in time to attend my child's concert. Some recent event that didn't go as you hoped for or planned. Now with step 2 each day, please know you can pick the same option daily for this entire 5-day exercise or go between the 3 options. So whatever feels best and most helpful to you, do that, okay? Final step for this exercise, step 3, also to do each day, write down this one statement and answer it. How can I now reframe this, knowing I can't see the big picture of my entire life yet? And again, that's how can I now reframe this, knowing I can't see the big picture of my entire life yet? So based on whatever you wrote down for yourself in step 2 that day, you now answer step 3 with maybe 1, 2, or 3 ways you can now reframe this same event. And reframe means looking at it from a new angle. The angle of, I now trust the process of my life. So like some others we've done here in the past, this exercise first requires a willingness from us to want to look at certain things in our lives from a fresh perspective. So if you're not there right now, remember that's okay. You can save this exercise for another day. So just as examples, should you need one or some inspiration, here are days 1 and 2 from when I did the assignment. And remember, what I wrote down might be very different from what you write down, and that's okay, as we're all different. So with exercises here, remember, there's really no right or wrong, just be you. Trust the process of life, day number 1. I chose option A, one thing I think should have already happened. And I wrote down here, I think I should have already found some great help for us in our home with our kids. So my husband and I, we both own our own businesses, and as a result, we could definitely use a third set of hands on certain days. And while I've been looking for quite some time, I have yet to find some steady long-term help. So how can I now reframe this, now knowing I can't yet see the big picture of my entire life? And I wrote down here, maybe we both needed to work extremely long hours this past year without any support for us both to realize how capable and strong we both are. Another thing I wrote down here that I thought about was maybe our kids too needed to see that sometimes life can be challenging, and until things shift for the better, you need to dig deep. So that was another thing that was helpful for me to see. And finally, I wrote down maybe the best person for us to help us out wasn't available until now, and in hindsight, we'll see that it was well worth the wait. And also too, because it took a while, we'll have a greater sense of gratitude for them and for the help. Trust the process of life, day number 2, I chose option B. One thing I think happened too soon. I wasn't ready, and I wrote down here being invited to sit on a very prestigious board that timing-wise didn't work out and initially disappointed me. So how can I now reframe this, knowing I can't see the big picture of my entire life yet? And I wrote down first, well, maybe it wouldn't have been enjoyable as the timing wasn't right for me, and therefore it wouldn't have been a positive experience. A second thing I wrote down was maybe there's an organization better suited for me, where my gifts, talents, and abilities will be better utilized. And had I already said yes to this organization, I'd have to turn down that one that I was more suited for. And finally, I wrote down maybe it wouldn't have been at all what I hoped for or imagined. If it was meant to be, it would have happened. All right, those choosing to participate this week, enjoy the exercise. Please too use the share button below to share this with other like-minded women who also might want to work on trusting the process of life more. I wish you a wonderful week ahead. Thanks for being you and for all the ways you positively contribute to our world, large and small. I look forward to seeing you here again next week. For right now, though, enjoy your day. Bye.